would just slow me down. I won't let my heart be silent. When I'm ready, you will know, 'cause my heart's gonna open and sing. My heart's gonna open and sing. This is my vision and this is my dream. I'm gonna make it happen for me. I won't let my heart be silent. When I'm ready, you will know, 'cause my heart's gonna open and sing. My heart's gonna open and sing. It's the perfect thing, I must confess. I don't care about the rest. I'm gonna just say yes. I'm gonna open and sing. No one could tell me how or where to go. I looked inside and now I know. My heart's gonna open and sing. 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 This is my best. I don't care about the rest. I'm gonna just say yes. I'm gonna open and sing. It's the perfect thing. It's the perfect thing. It's the perfect thing. It's the perfect thing. When I'm ready, you will know, 'cause my heart opens up and sings.
You can never really know which way it's gonna go. Set your feet down on the road, facing the unknown. Staring through an open door, like you've never left the shore. Walk on through, there's so much more to find. All you ever need to bring, an open mind, a willing heart, the song that you were born to sing. Be a candle in the dark, one step is all it takes to start. To be the adventure you are. You are, you are. carry all the weight of your past mistakes. But that's a heavy load to bear. Just pack what you can take. Standing on the precipice, know there must be more than this. Leaning into all that is divine. All you ever need to bring, an open mind, a willing heart, the song that you were born to sing. Be a candle in the dark. One step is all it takes to start. To be the adventure you are. You are. You are. You are. As I weave this tapestry, thread by thread, uniquely me, slumbering within the seed is everything I'll ever need. Awakening. All you ever need to bring, an open mind, a willing heart, the song that you were born to sing. Be a candle in the dark. One step is all it takes to start. To be the adventure you are. You are. You are. You are the adventure. The adventure.
Good morning and welcome to the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, those intrepid people who came to be with us this morning in person. And it's only a little wet out there. And all of you who are with us virtually this morning, we welcome you. This is our center. This is our center of sanctuary. This is our beloved community. I'm Reverend Dr. Maxine Kaye, your spiritual leader. And we come together, whether it's virtually or personally, as often as possible, because this connection is important to us. We teach and we live the principles of science of mind. We find ways to lift ourselves and each other so that we are using these beautiful spiritual tools that Dr. Ernest Holmes shared with us for every kind of human challenge. So we're grateful for the opportunity to work together to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence, and we co-create a world that works for all. We're here for each other, the happy times, the challenging times, and this is a beloved community. So whether you're with us right now in person or whether you are with us on YouTube or on Facebook, we're really, really glad you're with us. And we also have a purpose statement, because as we are going about the wonderful business of co-creating a world for all, our purpose statement is as follows, and I invite you to join me if you care to. Living, loving, learning, spirituality that works. And now we're blessed with a song by Eddie Watkins Jr., and it's called Talking About the Journey.
We're going to the land of milk and honey, where you don't need no money. Talking about the journey deep inside, with infinite spirit as a guide, where your imagination can run free, and you can realize all your dreams. We're talking about the journey deep inside, with infinite spirit as a guide. Everything you want is already there. What you believe you can achieve, let your wild horses run free. We talk about the journey deep inside, we live in the spirit as a guide. Everything you want is already there. Whatever you desire, it will appear. Oh yeah, we're going to the land of you don't need no money. Infinite spirit, your imagination can run free, and you can realize all your dreams. Talking about the journey, Oh, let the spirit be your guide, oh, let the spirit be your guide, oh, let the spirit be your guide. Oh, let the spirit be your guide, oh, let the spirit be your guide, oh, let the spirit be your guide. I'm talking about the inward journey. 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 We're living in heaven here on earth. They're talking about the journey. They're talking about the journey. And what you believe you can achieve. Talking about the journey deep inside. Talking about the journey. Talking about the journey. Yeah. You don't need no money. Talk about the land of milk and honey. Everything you want is already there. We've been living in heaven here on earth. Yes, we will. Thank you. What a band. Wow.
What a band! Thank you, Eddie. We love having him here. It's been a while. Well, this is when I often speak just for a couple of minutes to the kids. We don't have any with us this morning, but some of you may be out there in La La Land. So some of you are already back in school perhaps, and some will be going soon. You've had a pretty nice summer, I take it, and wherever you have gone with your friends, with your family, I'm sure it's been delightful. And as you're getting ready to go back to school, you probably have some happy expectations about what's going to take place for you. And that's a good thing, because when we go somewhere that we haven't been before, it's a great idea to go with a healthy attitude, right? Whether it's a vacation or whether it's school or to work. You don't have a job yet? Well, you should get one. You will. Anyway, your job is to be a kid right now. But it's a great idea to have a really clear intention to bring the best of yourself wherever you may be going, so that what you're taking to the school or the experience, what you're taking there is really yourself, the best of yourself. And so I'm going to suggest that you continue to remember that that's what we do. We know that we go from God to God, right? Because there's only one life, there's only one presence, and it's the divine. And it's who you are, it's who each of us is. And so when you look in the eyes of another person that you see, whether it's in the grocery store or whether it's at school or on a trip, that you see that loving divine presence looking back at you. Take the best of yourself wherever you go, and have a good, healthy expectation that everything beautiful is going to happen for you that day. Starting with today, yes? Good. So go back to whatever you were doing, and we'll talk to you real soon. Let's have a guided meditation, shall we? Let's just come into the center of the center of the center, taking a deep, holy breath of life. Breathing deeply that divine substance that is everywhere within us and all around us. And then breathing out any sense of anxiety or worry or hurry, and continue to allow that sacred breath to restore us. Feel it filling every cell of our bodies, every corner of our consciousness. A sense of new life moving through our bodies, our emotions, and our minds, refreshing and restoring us. And now let's invite that breath to become a bridge to our hearts. And as we walk across that bridge, metaphorically, we come deeply into the center of our hearts, where the divine abides in fullness. It is here that we rest, and here that we open ourselves to a beautiful, healthy flow of this infinite life. And it balances, and it restores, and it re-energizes and renews whatever is needed and wanted, whether it's a sense of rest and well-being, a sense of energy. That infinite life knows exactly how to move through our sacred breath in order to bring us to a perfect balance of aliveness and comfort, peace and power. And so let's just allow ourselves now to enter even more deeply into the heart of our hearts, remembering that each one of our hearts is held very tenderly and very powerfully in the cosmic heart of the universe. And here we rest. And now we enter more deeply, and as we do, if we have a question or a concern, bring that with us and lay it on the high altar, where we allow any answers or solutions to begin to present themselves to us. As we enter now into the sacred silence for just a moment or two, listening with the ear of our heart, seeing through the eye of the heart, come into the silence now. And continuing to experience a deeper and deeper sense of peace and harmony and balance. We also invite whatever answers we have requested to continue to appear to us throughout the day. For everything is always, always revealed. And we continue in this sense of serenity and gratitude. Life is good, and we're grateful. Now I would like to invite our practitioner of the day, Mary Furtaw, to come and give us an opening spiritual mind treatment, also called affirmative prayer. Mary?
Good morning. Good morning. Let us know together that there is one power in the universe, excuse me, and this power is a force for good. This power comes from the one source. The source is God, and God is infinite goodness. And each of us is an extension of this power, impossible of separation from it. Now, there's a well-known credit card company that invites us to acquire its card and not leave home without it. The inference, of course, is that the card is our security. However, when we know that God is infinite goodness and everywhere, this belief, this truth is our security. And it can't be withheld, withdrawn. It can't be postponed. It can't be stolen. And it never needs renewal. It's good through eternity. Our work is to know the truth and apply it. I am grateful for this realization. I release this treatment to the lost, certain that it's so. And so it is.
No expiration date. Good. Now we're going to speak our affirmation together if you choose to. Are you ready? I open my eyes, my mind, and my heart to new adventures, taking with me a consciousness of beauty and joy wherever I go. And today we have a demonstration of good, something wonderful that takes place in our lives, whether it's through having worked with a practitioner or having done your own spiritual mind treatment work or lift in consciousness or just hanging out with these conscious people, good things happen. And today we have a demonstration of good that has been filmed for us by Natasha Charles. Will you please play that for us now?
Hello there, my name is Natasha Charles. I am a finalist in a global entrepreneur competition, which I've been promoting since Monday, August 16th, 2021. This entire process has been divinely orchestrated. From the website where I found the LinkedIn connection that led me to the competition link, which I felt inspired to enter, and now here I am as a finalist. The vision for that concept that I pitched for the competition is technology that matches founders and investors, prioritizes women and minority founders and investors, and is powered by AI ML. The potential of the concept is more women and minority founders pitching to more potential investors sooner. Ideally, more of those investors will be women and minorities. While promoting the video, I found a message that I felt divinely guided to write to the Dean of the Wharton School, which is one of my alma maters. The message reads, "Dear Dean James, my name is Natasha Charles. I'm a Wharton alum. I am inspired by the comments you made this morning on GMA. I'd like to be a part of Wharton's pipeline expansion efforts and a voice for creating effective access and relationships for CEOs of color. Sincerely, Natasha Charles." And now today, I'm a finalist in a global entrepreneurship competition to create a technological product that will impact pipeline expansion efforts and create effective access and relationships for women and/or minority CEOs. I wrote that message to the dean in November of 2020. I entered this competition sometime in July of 2021. Just amazing. The connectivity between the two moments in time. Thank you, as always, and my love to you all.
Thank you, Natasha. You are absolutely doing your part to co-create a world that works for all. Thank you. We are so supportive of this. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Don't leave home without it. And definitely, we are really not talking about a credit card. I like the phrase, but it's for something else. So what is it that we not leave home without? Face masks? For a while, yeah. Hand sanitizer, if you wish. But no, what we do not leave home without is our consciousness. I can remember my father, when I was a child, getting into the car, and we had already found the Religious Science Church, is what our Centers for Spiritual Living used to be called, in Redondo Beach. And he would get in the car, we would all get in the car, and he would stop and close his eyes and do a silent prayer treatment before leaving. I thought that was very good. It made an impression on me. that wherever we go, we want first to be aware, consciously aware of our connection to Source. And then we know that our adventures, wherever we may be headed, whatever we may be doing, and with whomever we may be meeting, that it's assured success, because we don't leave until we have connected with Source and remembered who we are, and we go ahead and move out into our world then with confidence and with grace and with ease. We want to take peace with us. It's not just a matter of going and looking for it. We can go to an ashram, think, I'm going to spend a week in an ashram and peace will be there. Well, that's very likely. But what's more important is that we recognize that the peace is already within us and we're taking it there. We're taking water to water. We're establishing ourselves very deeply in that consciousness that everything begins within our own minds and hearts. This is where it starts. And so it's not a matter of having to pull in that peace. We already have it within us, but it is a matter of getting quiet enough so that the cacophony of the world events and all those distractions, we came up with a sentence just recently. We're aware that there are so many things that pull us off our purpose and our course, that there are just too many weapons of mass distraction. And so we want to come back to Source. We want to come back to that place of peace, and we know that everything begins within us, and our deepest beliefs and our most essential expectations are what establish what our experience is after that. It's not a matter of, oh, I'm going to go out and find some serenity. Let's begin by discovering it. We have meditators here. We are very, very, very important meditators in our own home. And we just don't want to leave home without that. We want to begin with focusing on the main thing and keeping the main thing the main thing. Because there's one life, it's God's life, that life is your life, that my life is my life. It is the only life there is to have or to be, and is whole, complete, and perfect. Returning to that awareness before we start out on whatever is taking place for us that day is a very good idea. And it also allows us to take into stride any unexpected events. Have you ever had any unexpected events in your life? Well, sometimes, you know, we're kind of in a hurry, we're trying to go somewhere, and the line at the post office or the bank or the grocery store is longer than we expected. So these things happen. We want to bring our serenity with us when that happens. Cancellations take place. And here's something else that's just happened. Reverend Mike and grandson Chris. Stand up, Chris. Let everybody welcome you. Woo-hoo! He just flew in from California last night because we have a great adventure ahead of us. Today's a good adventure. Every day is a good adventure. But tomorrow morning, we're taking off for New England. Never did we have in mind when we planned this trip some time ago that we would be chasing Henri. At least we're chasing a Frenchman. And so we are tanked up with God. You know, we're going to be leaving in the morning with a healthy expectancy that everything is going to open up before us with grace and ease. And if we come into something unexpected, guess what? The infinite wisdom within us will guide us, and we'll know exactly what to do. And so here we are. That was unexpected, and it's okay. We have such a cheerful expectancy, as Thomas Troward would say, about everything becoming a delightful experience. And isn't that up to us? Isn't it up to you and me to determine and to decide and to intend a delightful experience no matter what? Do you know what? When rain comes on us, we do not melt. We're not that sweet. And it's okay, and we have umbrellas. And so we are ready, you know, we'll wear our Macintoshes and our galoshes or whatever is appropriate when we hit a little weather, and we're going to have a wonderful time. That's an intention that we're setting, because we do not leave home without our cheerful expectancy and our awareness that wherever we go, we expect people to be friendly back to us because what? We started by smiling and opening our hearts to anybody that we see, anyone with whom we may connect. And that's an easy thing to do when we realize that every single being, not just human, but also all of our animal friends, we're all created out of the same divine substance. And we all have as our source that divine presence. And we can recognize it within each other. Isn't that great? When we see that within each other, there are no barriers. There can be no enemies. It's not other. Different is beautiful, and that's okay. But underneath everything, we are able to bring joy to every encounter. Don't you know how hungry people are for this divine connection, divine human connection? Isn't it wonderful to be in a long line and to start playing with the people around you? We bring this desire for friendship with us wherever we go. And in this connection, it just becomes fun. You know, we don't know what people have been through that day or that week or that year. We know we've all been through a lot with COVID and all the other things that are happening, the fires and the wars and the upsets and the divisiveness and the floods going to be happening soon now too. We don't know exactly what's taken place in another person's life. But we do know that that person is deserving of compassion, just as we are. And so as we open our hearts to each other, something magical takes place. There are connections, and you'll never know, we will never know how we have touched someone else in a way that may have made their day a little better, may have made them think differently about something that was so deeply disturbing to them that they had something else in mind that day. And just our presence and our willingness to connect with them on a deep level may have changed everything for them. We want to bring joy to every encounter. We bring it with us. And as we're traveling this coming week, we want to be learning about the unique history of the places. We want to have an opportunity to discover things we've never discovered before. And it doesn't matter if we get a little wet while we're doing that. We expect to have only beautiful happenings and adventures. Because you see, it's truly not possible to get out of this divine life. It's the only life that there is to have or to be. And as we touch into that sacredness every day, we feel our confidence growing. We feel our peace expanding. We feel our willingness to connect with others just so beautiful that we can hardly wait for each next moment to come. So we meditate, we contemplate, we remember who we are, no matter where we are. We're portable. Wherever we are, we're still in that divine presence. It's a good thing to remember that, isn't it? There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. That's a beautiful thing to remember. It anchors us, doesn't it? Anchors us in the truth. So you may be in Nova Scotia, Argentina, Kentucky. It's still true. And we have the ability to see everything through the eyes of love, through the eyes of wisdom, rather than judging, rather than criticizing, rather than blaming, rather than complaining. You know, the internet is down. So what? Let's go for a walk. No. Wouldn't it be great to leave our devices home for a week? Do you think you could do that? You know? Those are some of the weapons of mass distraction, you know. Wouldn't that be great? Well, we won't do it, but so when we see things through the eyes of love, through the eyes of wisdom, we expand our perceptions and we harmonize our world because we're bringing the harmony with us. And it's a contagious thing. You know that? Smiles are contagious. Hugs are contagious when it's appropriate. And we're always appropriate. You know, if we're asked to wear masks indoors, as we are right now in many, many places, we're happy to do that. Why? Because we care about each other. That's why. And that's a good thing. So it all begins with each of us, doesn't it? I bring a loving attitude. I'm going to experience loving interactions. It's really that simple. If I bring a different kind of attitude, my experiences won't be so great. Well, I mean, which do you think I'd prefer to have? I know that I am aware of my inner wisdom. And as I am aware of my inner wisdom, I allow that wisdom to guide me into wonderful experiences. We need a larger worldview, and the larger worldview, I believe, comes from a deeper spiritual view. You know, we take a look inside first. There we begin to remember that this divine presence is eternal. We do not want to leave home without it. We can't, but we can forget. We all have pretty darn good forgetteries. And I want us to remember and not have this spiritual amnesia where we forget the divine presence that brought us into being, that loves and supports us, that guides us. It is fully present within us all the time. We want to consciously take this divine presence with us wherever we go. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's our choice, you see. It's our divine intention to do this. So this larger world view is essential, and it comes, for me anyway, from a deeper spiritual vision and connection. Aren't we truly in the process of awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence? Well, who does it begin with? It begins with me. It begins with you. And in my consciousness, I wish to hold very tenderly all people everywhere. I see what's going on in the world. It's very distressing. And I cannot afford to allow myself to be caught up emotionally in a way that I'm not serving humanity, getting into the ain't it awful, it's not possible, there's nothing we can do. We cannot afford to do that. That's not utilizing our spiritual tools in a constructive way. But noticing it, having compassion, yes, please, and I want to hold the world tenderly. I want to lift the people everywhere, whether they're fleeing a war-torn country, whether they're fearing fires, disease, storms, whatever it may be. We live in these two areas of life. The absolute, where God is all there is. This life is an expression of that life. Everything and everyone is a manifestation of the divine, and everything is whole, complete, and perfect. That's the absolute. And that is forever true, no matter what. And then there is the outpicturing in our world of all the things that human beings, often because of their ignorance of how this beautiful law works, have created things in our life, in our world, that are less than beautiful. And so this is the relative. And we live in both. And I was taught early on to do our best to do a graceful dance between the two. Yes, these things are happening. No, they will not last. You know, we read in the New Testament a lot about, and it came to pass, and it came to pass, and I have always looked at that as, it did not come to stay. Now, we have been in the midst of a lot of upsets and a lot of unexpected things happening in our world and happening in our own lives. And sometimes it seems as though this is going on too long. When will it ever end? I assure you, it will end. I assure you, the divine presence of love and wisdom will never end. So we go back to the absolute again, reminding ourselves in meditation, in contemplation, in our spiritual mind treatment, our affirmative prayer, reminding ourselves, this too shall pass because this is the divine reality. It's not easy, is it? Because these things are right up in our faces. That's why we need to get still often. And we come back to our center. And remember who we are. It's too easy to forget. We want to come back. We desire safety and health and well-being and peace and freedom and joy for all sentient beings, yes? Then you and I and the millions of light workers in this world and beyond must maintain our conscious intention. It's essential that we do. It's not easy, and it's maybe the hardest work we've ever had, and the most important. It's our divine design to remember who we are and to remember who everybody else is too, and to lift this world. We want to move beyond any sense of guilt for enjoying our lives when others may be unhappy or suffering. It does not help. It will never help for us to feel badly that we're having a good time and someone else is having a terrible time. We're still compassionate. We still lift people in prayer. But we do not wish to succumb to, oh gosh, is it okay for me to have fun? Yes. It is more than okay for us to have fun. And the reason is that the more we model what joyous living can be, the more people begin to see, oh, that's a possibility for me as well. We model living life from our center. And when we do that, we have every reason to feel wonderful about letting life express through us. As Meister Eckhart said, let God be God in you. I love that phrase, this great Christian mystic, let God be God in you. And when we do that, we are showing other people in the world there's another way to be. There's another way to think and to feel and to live. And that's a beautiful thing to do. Our delight in happy adventures takes nothing away from those who are challenged in those ways. And it can add to their lives. We love them, we lift them, we hold everybody in the highest possible spiritual awareness. We can do that, we must do that. It's our work right now, and that's with a capital W. It's our divine work to do that. So our example of living and dwelling and having our being in the divine most definitely can open people's eyes and hearts and minds to another way of being. We don't want to leave home without our conscious awareness that there's only one life, and that's the life divine, and it is thrilling to express itself through us and through all sentient beings. We truly are making a difference in our lives and in this world by doing so. Let's be that example. And will you say with me, I see with new eyes.
I see with new eyes.
My mind is open to newness.
My mind is open to newness.
My heart is filled with delight.
My heart is filled with delight.
Beauty and joy follow me wherever I go.
Beauty and joy follow me wherever I go.
And so, my beloveds, beginneth our lesson. Thank you. Now, thank you. Now is the time of our offertory. And if you are here in person, and if you are not a person who gives online or however you do that, there's so many ways to make contributions these days. But if you choose to give your gift here personally, we have these beautiful crystal bowls around the room. And if you choose to give cash, we suggest you use this envelope because it will identify you and you'll get credit for your gift. And isn't that a good idea? So we give thanks for our ability to share our abundance especially with whatever may be the closest source of our spiritual good. For many of us, this is the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, and it has been my great joy to continue to give these gifts, to make these loving contributions for so many years, because I am fed by our spiritual teaching. I'm fed by our community, so it's a joy for me to do that. But you'll see, those of you who are watching us from a distance, you'll see different ways you can make that contributions right there on our website, and we really appreciate it. We're so grateful for the circulation of good that takes place. So will you join with me in our prosperity celebration treatment, affirmation? I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift. It is my acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I am one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am blessed. And so it is.
You are the light, you are the light, you are the light.
I am the great and powerful Payson. Today with today's announcements. Pay no attention to the man in the AV booth. Actually, you can. I'll fix it here. There I am. Hi. Well, welcome everyone. We are thrilled you have joined us today, wherever you are in the world, even in Oz. If you are watching us and enjoy our Sunday celebrations and love notes on our Facebook or YouTube channel, please be sure to like, to subscribe, and to share with others. When you subscribe, you will receive notices when our Sunday celebration and our daily love notes are uploaded. Our celebrations begin at 10:30. We are also holding a meditation session in our meditation room starting at 10 o'clock a.m. I'm going to bring up the lights a little bit in here there so you can see me better. Yeah, hi. Our goal is to provide a safe environment, and we will be following all CDC and local guidelines. Effective August 15th, masks are now required. We also would ask you that you be considerate of those who are wearing red or yellow name badges in terms of keeping safe distances. As we have been mentioning, we will continue to monitor the CDC and PA guidelines and update you on all and any mask-wearing requests. And we will continue to live stream for all those who choose to watch from the comfort of your own homes. As a reminder, to view from home, just visit our website. Let me do that right now. Where is it? I didn't set that up right. Well, you know what it is, www.cslphilly.org. And click on the orange Watch Live button to see all our virtual love notes and past Sunday celebrations. We've got lots of great and fun events and classes coming up. Here they are. 1, we'd like to also like you to save the date for our annual membership meeting on Sunday, September 19th, shortly after Sunday's celebration. This meeting is open to members and regular attendees, whether you plan on watching us via Zoom or join us in person. Please register by going to our calendar on the website and click on September 19th and register. We are also having our outdoor picnic at East Goshen Township Park on Sunday, September 26th. And Monet Farrington is our picnic organizer. Thank you very much, Monet. The third thing, our first 2021 in-person Bada Bingo night on Saturday night has been rescheduled to October 23rd. So remark your calendars for that date. That's October 23rd. And we have 2 classes coming up. First one is Reverend Mike is offering a 5-week foundations class entitled Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. Are you ready for a new experience in relationships, money, and health? ? In this class, you'll uncover beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors to improve where necessary or grow in areas of strength. No matter where you are, you'll be empowered in your next level of spiritual awareness and growth. It begins on Saturday, September 11th from 1 to 3:30 p.m. The next one is Dr. Maxine is offering a 4-week workshop on Don Miguel Ruiz's The 4 Agreements. You'll have 2 options for this 2-hour profound workshop. One in the afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m. in person here at the center, or in the evening, an evening Zoom session from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. You can let us know you'd like to join any of these events or classes by, again, going to our website, cslphilly.org. Click on the calendar of events for the date of the event and click on the register link. And for those of us who are here today, the bookstore is open. So be sure to stop by and reacquaint yourselves with our many spiritual books and inspirational gifts, and Cheryl Macklin will help you with all your purchases. And one last thing, I'm back here today because it's Jeff Messino's birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff! Woohoo! And that's it for today's announcements. So we'll see you next week. Thank you.
That's fun. Great. Yes, we do have great classes coming up. I encourage you to check with Reverend Mike or me. If you're interested in them, we can give you more information. And next week, while we are driving back from Newport, Rhode Island, We are blessed to have our practitioner corps doing the entire celebration, Sunday celebration. So be sure and be with us or tune in while they are taking care of everything. It's going to be quite a wonderful day. And we do accept your prayers as we are traveling. And we know it's already wonderfully unfolding, and thank you for keeping that awareness with us. And now we're going to have our closing song by Karen Drucker, Let Love Lead the Way.
When my world is not okay, when there's roadblocks in my way, when I feel so all alone, these words will bring me home. Let love lead the way. Let love lead the way. Oh, oh, oh. Let love lead the way. Let love lead the way. When we can't see eye to eye, no matter how we try, we can find our harmony if you sing along with me. Come on and let love lead the way. Let love lead the way. Oh, oh, oh. Let love lead the way. Let love lead the way. In everything, love will be the gift I bring, to give and to receive, straight from the heart. I let love lead the way. Oh, let love lead the way. Oh, oh, oh. Don't let love lead the way. I'll let love lead the way.
And so as we go forth into this beautiful world, we take with us the consciousness of peace and power, love, compassion, and an understanding that life is divine wherever we go. And so it is. So it is. Thank you all for being here.